Hi there everyone, it's Beth Kozik from Elegant Greetings. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Grosse Pointe Woods, Michigan. Welcome to another What's That Wednesday. I have something really fun to show you today, and it's a brand new product from our annual catalog, which was released back in June. And today we're going to look at the mini paper pumpkin boxes. They're right here on page 152. And they come in a 10-pack. They look like this. And they are only $7.50 for 10. So it is a great value. And I'm going to show you a really fun project that I made, or am making, with the paper pumpkin boxes. So you might wonder, what is a paper pumpkin box? This is Paper Pumpkin. Paper Pumpkin is a monthly subscription crafting experience. It is a box that comes right to our door. It looks like this, and it is a different crafting project every month when it's opened. This is what a typical one looks like. This was the August kit, which I haven't yet put together, but Stampin' Up! Puts all of the design together for us, and all of the packaging, all of the products inside are pre-cut, scored. All the design work is done, and all we have to do is simply follow the instructions. So this happens to be a card kit. It's called World's Greatest, and every kit comes with a photopolymer stamp set. So there is always images and some cute phrasing and words. This one has for a teacher, you're the best, world's greatest, etc. Here's some ribbon, and then there's always a Stampin' spot. So this is called Pacific Point. It's our beautiful blue, and the first kit comes with a stamping block, which looks like this. So this is what our stamps get mounted onto so that we can stamp. All right, so the reason is twofold that I'm showing you a Paper Pumpkin kit and box, because obviously we're going to work with the mini paper pumpkin boxes, which are just a smaller version of this box. But also, I would be remiss to not mention that during September, Stampin' Up! Is offering an amazing joining opportunity. So for anybody who might want to join Stampin' Up! As a hobby demonstrator, just to simply get the 20% discount, or to join to hold classes or events, the choice is completely up to the individual. But the way to get a free kit is to sign up. We have a great promotion for September, which includes, for just $99, which is the usual starter kit price, there's free shipping. The person who joins gets to select $125 worth a product of their choice from any current catalog. So right there, that's already a 20% discount. In addition, there's free shipping. And this month, for September, there is a great promotion. These are a picture of the cards and envelopes, and there's two separate projects. There's 8 of each. And these are designed for the person who might want to have an event. So all of the designing is done, and there are plenty of samples to follow. In addition, there are 2 stamp sets. These are also free. This is Queen Anne's Lace, which is a 2-step stamping stamp set. This is photopolymer. And so you can kind of envision this image would get stamped first, and then a different color would be used for this image, which would be stamped right over to fill in the flower part. So Queen Anne's Lace, this is absolutely free. So Much Love, this one, look at how beautiful that is. I'm a colorer, so for me, this looks like heaven. I would love to color that with colored pencils or blends, or even just leave it blank. I can envision just a kind of a white on white cardstock with just plain stamping would be absolutely beautiful. So those come along for free. Also, a package of our rhinestone basic jewels. Okay, and let's see, what am I forgetting? Free shipping. There's just a little bit of tax. A coupon for a free paper pumpkin kit. And again, you would be joining the family of Stampin' Up! Stampin' Up! Has been in business for over 31 years. And they are an amazing company. Honestly, I joined 15 years ago. I'm coming up on 16 years actually. and I've never looked back. It is something I never thought I would do, and I love to paper craft now. It's relaxing, and Lord knows we all need some relaxing things to do right now to help ease our stress and everything going on in the world. I have met and become friends with so many other demonstrators above and next to me, and I now have a small team. So I'm definitely turning this into a business. This is going to be my future once I retire from my day job. So I would love nothing more than to talk to you about this if you have any interest in taking advantage of this wonderful opportunity. It expires on September 30th. Okay, so any questions on that, please let me know. All right, let's get to our project. I am going to show you some different ways to use our paper pumpkin boxes. These are a few samples I had made. This actually was something we did at my new catalog kickoff back in the summer. And this is just a box that I've covered with some of our designer paper. And our note cards actually fit right in here. I forgot to grab some, but they are the perfect size. So this could be a beautiful gift for a friend or a teacher, and it could be filled with a small gift, some note cards that are handmade. It would be just lovely. And the beauty of these paper pumpkin boxes is that they're white. So they are like a blank slate. You can embellish them and color them and decorate them in whatever way suits you. So this is with the Forever Greenery Suite. And then this one I just did kind of a little bit more plainly. Oh, and the other thing to tell you is that the one side, you can see it's shiny. So the shiny side is food safe. So that means that homemade treats could go in here. You wouldn't have to worry about anything with regard to the food touching them. But that is why one side is shiny. So you can see on this one, I had the shiny side in. But on this one, I used the shiny side out. I simply turned the box the other direction. I thought it looked a little bit more dressy than just the plain matte way, but this way it looked a little bit nicer with this paper. So those are two ideas there. And again, the paper pumpkin boxes come ready to assemble. There is no adhesive needed. They simply snap together. I'm going to show you how to do that. All right, so our project today has just a few pieces. I put this onto a piece of 12 by 12 so you can kind of see the amount of cardstock that is needed. So basically it's about half a sheet of cardstock, or excuse me, half a sheet of designer paper, so you could get two out of one 12 by 12 piece of paper. We're going to use two pieces that are 5 3/8 by 3 5/8. Two pieces that are 7/8 inches by 5 3/8, and then two more pieces that are 7/8 by 3 5/8. We also have two strips which are 6 inches by 1/2 inch, two pieces of ribbon that are approximately 8.5 inches, and this is our new suede ribbon, faux suede, which looks and feels just like suede. It is so pretty, part of the old World of Good suite. And then these are our antique slides and corners. They come in a box like this. So those are fun. I'm going to show you how to use those. All right, and then we're going to do a little bit of stamping. So how about I show you a finished project first. This is what we're going to make. This box, which looks like an old-fashioned piece of luggage, you know, the way that the luggage used to have straps and buckles that held them together. So this is one of the World of Good suite papers. There's another one, which is more of a green. And I love the saying, the adventure waits. I'll show you the stamp set. This is the World of Good, a Beautiful World stamp set. So I use the adventure weights right here on my stamping. And then here's another one. Again, this is specialty paper, so it has a lot of the papers have a bit of shimmer to them. This particular one has some copper, but isn't that pretty? I love the color of that one. And then finally here is this one, which has some compasses on there. And again, I put the ribbon on each one to make it look like an old-fashioned suitcase. All right, so that's what I'm going to show you step by step. First step will be to add some color to our box. And of course I can't find where I put the box. What the heck? Oh, here it is. Whoops. I think sometimes my videos should be called oops. All right, so the first thing we'll do is to add some color. I mentioned that one side of the box is more of a matte color, the other is shiny. We're going to use the matte side, which is here. All right, and I paired up precisely this is the background color of this paper is crumb cake. So Stampin' Up! Makes it super easy to coordinate our colors. This ink is called crumb cake. And again, this is what we're going to use for the sponging. All I did was I cut apart one of our sponges into several pieces. I punched out a piece of the crumb cake cardstock and stapled it on there. So it basically gives me a little bit of a handle to use so my fingers don't get so inky, but they do get inky. So I always have a Kleenex nearby here. I'm going to start by, you can see I did most of this already, so I'm going to show you how I do my sponging. You just want to dip the sponge right into the ink pad and then use a swirling motion. It kind of gives that nice antique finished look. So I'm going to do the edges here. And it's good to start lighter because we can always go back and add more. Water-based ink absorbs really quickly and dries. So I like getting the edges here, and you'll see why in just a second. Instead of having all that white show, I'm going to have the coordinating color to our designer paper complement. And I'll show you too what happens. We can certainly apply without a swirly motion, but let me show you the difference. Swirling is good. Okay, so if we simply went back and forth, you can see we get more of like a smeared kind of a look versus a much more blended look. All right. Okay, that looks great. I'll close up my ink and wipe off my fingers a little bit here. All right, the next step is to put the pieces on. It's best to assemble before the box is put together. All right, this is our Stampin' Seal. I'm going to use that along with my silicone craft sheet underneath so I get a nice even distribution of my adhesive, and I hope I don't run out in the middle of this video. I just might. I'm getting low. All right, we will hope for the best. All right, so I'm going to put all my adhesive on. To kind of do this all at once. That way I can just zip put my project together. And I was thinking earlier about something really funny. I just, for whatever reason, got a memory in my head about my son when he was little. And the question I had asked him, he must have had his little safety scissors in his hand or whatever, and I said, Cameron, what do you do with those scissors? And I fully expecting him to tell me, well, I use them to cut. He said, Mom, I use those to sizz. I don't know why I thought of that. I was cutting something out and it just popped in my head. So I thought I would share that. It was really funny at the time and one of my favorite memories. And that little boy is now 23 and in his second year of law school. Okay, whoops. All right. I have all my pieces ready, and now I'm going to attach them. So these smaller ones go here, and of course the Stampin' Seal is extremely sticky, so it makes attaching things really easy, and I know that they're never going to come off. Okay, that one there. Okay, we're almost done. This one goes in the middle. Super easy. All right, so there is our box. We are now going to fold all of these score lines. And again, this box does not require any adhesive at all to hold it together. All right, look at this one. Okay, sides. All right, we're just about there. So now this part goes in. I'll do one side at a time. These go in like that, and they snap into place. All right, isn't that easy? These slide into the sides, and there we go. That easy. What do you think? Isn't that great? All right, next step is to add our pieces of our faux suede. All right, and this time I'm going to use our Stampin' Seal Plus. I'm going to attach a little bit of adhesive to the end and the middle and the other end. And then you'll see it kind of is a little wider than the ribbon, so I'm just going to fold over the excess right onto itself. So the Stampin' Seal Plus is even stronger than the Stampin' Seal, the regular, and it binds and unbelievable. This will never come off. Okay, so there's one. All right, I'm going to put that onto my box. Whoops, see, I did forget. These are our slides. They're metal like a buckle, and then our ribbon is exactly the right width to go right inside there. Okay, so there's that. Snip this a little straighter. Okay, make sure I have the right side of the box. This is the front, so I'm just going to lay this right on the box, and then this part will go up over the top. I'm going to pull that nice and tight. Okay, there's one. Here's the other one. And when I put the adhesive on, I'm putting it offset a little bit so that just the one side has to be folded over to itself. Makes it just a little bit easier. All right, there's one. There's the middle. Okay, and again, we'll put the slide right on this ribbon. Oops. All right, and then this one, snip off that edge again. And this one on the other side. And then those slides can be positioned wherever I want them to be. Okay, so those can slide up or down. I think I'll put them maybe in the middle. All right, and then the next step is to make the handle. So what I did was take 6 inches by by half an inch, and I'm going to add adhesive. This is a good trick if you want something to be a little more sturdy in terms of the handle, is just double up the cardstock like this. I cut these exactly the same. All right, and then bring out my trimmer and my scorer. I'm going to score half an inch on each end. And then the next step is to give this some curve. So see how I got that curve nice on that handle there? I'm going to take my bone folder and just break down the paper a little bit so it gets a nice curve to it. All right, and then I'm going to fold where I did the score lines and add a little bit more of the Stampin' Seal Plus right on those edges. All right. And then I'm going to attach that to the top. So like that. Like that. There we go. There's our handle. And then the last, almost the last step is these antique corners. Aren't they cute? I'm going to put those on the top as kind of an embellishment on the handle. So I'm going to use a mini glue dot and then put these right here. So kind of like the hardware that's on that can be on a briefcase or a suitcase. Yeah, mini glue dots are the best. They're just the right size, super, super strong. There we go. Okay. All right, and then one final step is to add a little bit of stamped image to the tag. So I'm going to use Early Espresso. I cut out this rectangle using our stitched rectangles, and here's a tip for when we want to use a die cut with a stamp. What I like to do is when I'm figuring out what my image size is and what would fit best, we can simply put our stamp right over the opening of our die. So this was the one that I used, and I know that's going to fit perfectly for my stamps. And by the way, this is some magnetized sheets that I got on Amazon, and I now put all of my dies within each set on these, so it keeps them in place so I don't lose them, and keeps them nice and organized within the package. So that's just another tip. All right, I'm going to use some ink. I think I've got the Early Espresso, and simply stamp right on there. Adventure awaits. Give that a second to dry. Clean my stamp. Okay. Close up my ink, because I always get my fingers in it. All right, next I'm going to punch just a little hole right here. And then I have some of our linen thread. I'm going to cut a small piece of that, maybe like 6-7 inches. And then I like to thread whenever I put a tag on something, I like to thread it through to do like the double, that then you loop it through, oops, like that. I like how that looks, and also helps to keep the tag laying flat. All right, next and last will be adding this to the project. So this would be so fun to give to somebody who's going to take a trip. I'll snip off these little ends here. Yeah, look at how cute. Isn't that adorable? I just love it. I can't take full credit. I did see a box made like this online, so I just adapted it to my own needs, but I thought it was so cute and wanted to share that. So there is that one, and again, here's the other ones that I made. All the different patterns of paper, so pretty. By the way, did you happen to hear the bell that's in there? I think I hear a jingle bell. Well, look at there. This is my embellishment share, which I had offered a couple weeks ago, and these lucky ladies are all going to receive. These are the sequins that come with it. There's also just a really generous assortment of different embellishments from our new mini catalog. So and there's some snowflake glitter here, sequins. So that is what my embellishment share looks like. I do have a few shares still available. They're $30, and they would come to you in this small little cute box. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions whatsoever, about the starter kit or any of the products that were used today or how to do anything, please feel free to contact me. Oh, here is my contact information. So beth@thekoziks.com or my cell. You can send me a text or contact me through email, and I'll be happy to answer any questions. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you loved the project as much as I do. If you like or love it, would you please give me a like or love on Facebook? I would certainly appreciate it. Thanks again. See you next time. Bye-bye.